It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
Greetings everyone, my name is Wonke, my surname is Mapei. I'm coming from a township called Guguletu. I'm studying at UNISA doing political science. I'm also a peer educator here at Africa Unite.
Hello everybody, my name is Nikelo Mqobalala. I am a final year political science student at the University of the Western Cape.
Hi, my name is Avuzokache Songobo, I'm currently based in Cape Town. I am a science graduate.
Hi everyone, my name is Lele Tunokwavu. I am originally from the Eastern Cape. I'm currently studying at UWC doing my penultimate year in LLB Law.
Hi guys, I am Babalo Marantsele and I'm from Eastern Cape. I'm a BCom student at UWC.
Good morning, my name is Ntati Lesawana, originally from Lesotho, but home is Mossel Bay and I stay in Parklands. I currently work for an organization called Africa Unite and I'm the human rights manager.
As a community, we are reacting to every incident. Because if we can be real, gender-based violence didn't start by Uyinene. They didn't start, it's a recurring issue, but the issue we are having, as much as sometimes we blame the government, we are also to blame as a society because we only react to incidents.
Once it has happened.
We don't respond because the issue and the question we should ask ourselves is when should we respond?
Yeah.
Because the issue now we are reacting. Next month or late this month, the issues of Uyinene and the others who will die down, we will forget. The world will move on.
Yeah.
So it says we are not responding. We will wait for another August next year when women are not only killed in August.
Of course.
In August, 62 women were killed. But throughout the year, 2,000 women have been killed.
Yeah.
Here in South Africa only. So it says we are not responding. We are reacting to the current situations that are happening because it has significance. It was a woman killed in Women's Month.
I remember when the Uyinene incident took place and like the whole country was just like an uproar over it. I remember how there were like prayers like in different like vicinities, and churches over it. And in most cases, people go door to door asking people, can you come pray? Or we need numbers. But what I was noticing from all of that is how like the picture of people coming together to pray for Uyinene or pray for women or pray for like international people, like foreign nationals, that is, like how that picture is something we value more than people's hearts being in it and actually doing things from a genuine place.
It's about time for men to unlearn, right? I feel like it's not just about the men unlearning, but it's also about the women unlearning. We need to there's platforms like men going to Intabeni, sorry guys, to the bush to do your things, huh? There's that, where men are initiated into becoming men. Right? They go there, they learn things that are unspoken of. They don't come back and they don't tell us what. Why can't we have the same platforms as women, where women are initiated to be women? Not what we taught in our homes to say, cook, whatnots, but something of value that when we come out of that initiation of women, we are equipped to be women. We know that alone, as a woman, we are enough. Because when a man comes from Ndabeni, you will see he even changes the attire because he feels like he's in another dimension of his manhood. We need things like that as women, that when we tap out of it, we feel like we're in another dimension of our womanhood. And we also have to unlearn certain patterns because that's why sometimes we find ourselves in the situations that we're in. Like you said, as women that went to school, we still aspire to get married because that's something that we've been told, or we've been taught, like, you must get married. What's wrong with you? Especially at my age, I'm not married. What's wrong with you, right? So you enter into a relationship and you downsize or you downscale yourself for that man. Why are you doing that? Yet you're an educated woman. because of what you have learned. So let's also have platforms where women can also unlearn certain patterns to say, if I want to enter into a marriage, for instance, let me enter into it as Ntati. Let me not be apologetic by saying no. Like, our parents teach us a lot of things, like even when a man wants ABCD, you have to give the man ABCD when you married. Why? You know.
But I think another thing that we need to look at, and I think it doesn't have to do with like learning things and things you learned or gathered through the time, is things you rationalize. Like things you rationalize in a situation. So for instance, if you're in a situation where your boyfriend is mistreating you, or and they're being emotionally abusive to you, or they're saying these things to you, you rationalize that as love. Do you understand? You have not learned that situation is love, but you've told yourself, you've literally gotten to a pattern where you've understood that as love, and that's how you believe love should come across to you. Same thing with being like a wife or being married to someone and having someone cheat on you multiple times and staying in that relationship. You've rationalized that as umchato.
It's part of
You've rationalized that as the African way of umchato. Or the African man does this is how it works, and that's how it works.
In the townships, you would find, as much as Kaseso says, when guys sit and I associate and we undress women and we talk about women, of how nice the sex I had with that woman and stuff, all those things. How nice was the one night stand, all those things, you see. But the issue is also female friends. Sometimes when you sit down, you fantasize about how am I beaten by a man. Or some women in township, yes. And also in some cases, some women say, my man buys me everything, so I don't need to work. And he buys me airtime. Some women boast about those kind of things, of saying, he buys me airtime, he buys me weave, I drive his car. So those things, whenever, even if she is beaten by his man, his friends will say, no, Chomi, so she yaman, because he provides. So those things are also about the associate of the people you associate yourself with, because they are making you fall in the wrong trap.
Women also pull down themselves. Like the other one will see the other one doing well, and then they'll say that, knowing that that's your friend. You, even still, that friend will even go after a man.
I think
knowing
with regard to that, I think it was the Minister of Women last year, we were attending a lunch dinner, something with her, and she said that the one thing that we never realize is in the small things such as this, where we say that women pull each other down. It makes us believe that we actually do pull each other down. Look at the march we had as women. We were there not pulling each other down, but in solidarity with each other. We actually work with each other at times. I think even men do that. You do bash another man down. It's not a woman thing. We don't do that.
But in my context it was because when this other girl made a statement, when they asked, oh, Inanna, where was she going? Knowing that the post office is closed. And she was a friend of the guy. She was like, no, the guy is a good man. He goes to church. Imagine if a female could say that, protecting the perpetrator.
But that's
a human thing.
Yeah, that's...
Even a man can say a similar comment to another man.
Yeah. It's not a matter of
a woman issue.
But you as a woman understand that this woman was killed. And are you just saying that, no, you're okay with what the guy had did? Because this girl had actually put herself into the situation. So that's my biggest problem. If women could come together and start addressing the issues that are happening, if they would come together, then that would sort a lot of problems. Because a lot of women were against Uyinene.
No.
I don't think so. I think you know what happens as a human being, we like to understand every single thing, like every element of what's happening. So I don't think at that moment when that person asked that, it was against Uyinene. But it's a human thing, man. Like sometimes you catch yourself and then you feel like, oh shit, but what am I asking? Sort of. You know, you ask yourself like, she went there and then she got there and then she was told electricity, whatnot, she must come back later. But that later was an hour after the post office was supposed to close. It's just a human thing to ask like, but why couldn't she go back the next day? Why did she feel she must come an hour after the post office.
No,
and
no,
so it,
her
words-
it's just a
Her words were usisibhanqa lo mntana uyaphi eyazivaliwe. So
A
those
man could have said that as well.
I get that.
No,
but
I think for me, Tati, I think it's a societal thing. When people sometimes we get curious, we answer questions that if you were in those shoes,
yeah.
those questions were going to be asked to you. So it's a societal curious kind of a mentality of saying, why did Nikela go to the shop knowing that shop closes at 10? Nikela was desperate to get a time at that particular time. So in the back of
it, when you go
yes,
at 6.
in the back of
I
your
think
mind.
it could also be like misdirected anger. Like
Yeah.
the person is feeling what happened and they're like when you lose your money or you lose your bag at school as a child and you come home, your mother is pissed that you lost the bag. They feel sorry for you, but they're just like, damn. You could have prevented. You could have almost like ducked from that. They're not blaming you. They're just the anger is directed or projected in a
Misdirected.
Like what
skewed
you're
way.
thinking, sort of, but not saying.
So it's not really directed to the victim. It's just the skewed direction of the anger. They're feeling the anger. They sympathize with whoever went through that, but they don't know how to express that.
Is that if only sort of situation? If only she didn't go back, sort of.
Like I honestly don't think there's a divide between women.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
It's
if there's a
that
divide,
mentality that they keep
I
on,
think the
keep
divide.
on. So it actually
Okay.
materializes
I believe
and
you.
we manifest
I
it.
believe
But
you. Because when you guys see each other in the mall, you'll be like, that girl, that
I find
that
there's a
thing.
divide in
Imagine.
no.
No, they're
I
telling
think
me.
Yeah,
you
it's
men
a material
like to
divide.
use that
Divide.
concept to actually divide us.
know.
And also
The
to
issue is not
deter
that.
when two
Tati-
ladies are dating one man.
Exactly.
The man
You
will
use it.
always tell you, but hi, you guys are,
must be
divided or
careful.
whatever.
Hence I
And
say-
the woman will actually fight amongst each other.
Hence I'm
Because
saying-
that was said,
Hence
because
I'm
of that
saying-
understanding.
Hence I'm
So,
saying
listen to
your
what we're
division
saying.
is a material
Manel,
division.
You're saying the divide you speak of is not an inherent one. Catch us right.
Yeah.
We're saying it's not something that is inherently women. If there's a divide in the situation of Uyinene where you're claiming there was a divide because a man did something to a woman. Do you understand? The stimuli is always a man. So whatever divide is coming across, it's a reactionary to whatever problem a man brings.
Yeah.
So who's the problem? The divide? Really?
No,
Okay,
I
wait.
disagree
Oh,
with you. in
Imagine,
that sense.
Imagine.
I
When,
disagree with you in that. In a sense of saying, the reason I'm saying it's a material divide. One, women, if Leletu has got whatever she wants, she has a car, she has a phone, she has a good job, the woman on the place she lives in will say, one, we are Tagat, I will go there.
Even the men.
Wait.
They are the best ones.
Wait.
Women
Yeah, the
who
best one.
literally will come
Would
to you
congratulate
to ask
some will
exactly.
say, no, some will say we are Tagata. Oh,
Yeah,
usenza
especially
ngono.
if you're a single
That's
woman,
how.
especially if you're a
It's a
single woman.
human issue.
No,
What is human issue?
It's
women
not a
will
human
start
issue.
alone.
It's not a gender issue.
In society, we have people, characters, Iago characters. I'm not sure if y'all read Othello.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you have Iago characters, people
Sure.
that whisper in people's ears. And those are men. You have seed planters, right? So you have, like, for instance, if you as a woman are driving your cool car, having your big house, having all of that, before, if I look at you, I'm like literally looking at you on some, oh my God, I'm so proud of her.
Let's
Till
say
my
Michaela.
husband is
does that.
like, where are you at? Do you understand? Till my husband is like, where are you at? How come you're not there? How come you're not, like, how come you, where's your
strongly
car?
disagree. I
Literally,
agree with you in
that
many
seed is
instances.
planted. And after that, I'm just like, like, I'm proud of you, but like, I also want to be there. So it's kind of, do you understand that there's a seed planter? And how are we still blaming women then?
My dream is for a global acceptance to who a person is.
My dream is to be a role model and influencer to the youth of South Africa.
My dream is basically to see humanity being bettered, being advanced, and just being empowered.
My dream is that my kids continue the work I currently do right now.
My dream for South Africa is where we're able to deal with the real things in a real way.
My dream for Africa, I dream for a prosperous and united Africa.